If you're a small business stuck in spreadsheets, I want you to take a look at the AI App Builder by Softr. Now, spreadsheets can get you really far, but before long, your day is a lot of copy pasting or going back and forth between the spreadsheet that's managing tasks to the person who needs to do it and you doing a lot of the work. So what we're going to do is show you in one prompt how we can take our spreadsheet and make an application out of it in the Softr AI App Builder, and then we get everything we need to manage our day-to-day. Now, at the end of this video, you're really going to see that you can pull this off without the technical experience you think it might take. You're building on top of an amazing foundation with Softr where they take care of your database, which is actually a friendly kind of spreadsheet-like database to use, but it gives you the power of a database. It's going to build the UI for you and take care of all the authentication, the permissions, and you can go quickly adjust it with a few clicks once it's done. Softr did sponsor this, but I don't say yes to just every sponsor. I really want the technology to work for you, the business owner. And I can't say enough about how much this takes vibe coding to the next level. To really build something that you can just have 100% confidence in. Let's throw the prompt in there and give it a go and watch what happens. Let's start with the spreadsheet. So in this particular situation, we're managing multiple client projects. So a project has a client can have multiple projects. And a lot of tasks related to every project that then has to be tracked here, pasted into Slack to make sure everybody knows what they're up to that day. And then a lot of back and forth for me, the manager or the customer who actually was doing this, to then go back and forth in Slack to make sure those tasks are being done. So yes, at first this spreadsheet was a great way to start, but then they hit that ceiling. And so we want to take this spreadsheet and turn it into a prompt we can use in the AI App Builder to then make our app. The first tip here is just open up a chat system like Claude and explain to it what you're trying to do so that it can make the prompt for you to put into Softr. So we're just going to give it a sense of what we're trying to do, what are our stuck points, and I even gave it the spreadsheet. And then when it's done, it's going to give us the prompt we can use in Softr's AI Builder UI. So we have our spreadsheet, we have our goals, we have AI helping us make a prompt. We're just going to now take that prompt it gives us and go over to the Softr AI App Builder. So now we go over to the AI App Builder and we're ready to use our prompt. Now we are going to click this one button and we're going to put in our prompt. We're going to get the application we need to turn our now tedious workflow into something we can just more easily get done every day. All right, so now let's paste the prompt in there and give it a moment. It will ask a few questions. These are just great because it gets you going and it makes sure it understands your business goals. Here, I'm just going to answer a few things about the business, but sometimes we'll ask about permissions and other things you should think about that you didn't know you needed to think about. So just answer it the way that makes sense for your goals. In that case, I didn't want people registering. I just want to invite them. This will make more sense once we publish it. And for the theme, I just want to choose a nav bar on the top and a color that matches the company's colors. And it's really that simple. You're in. It gets you going and it shows you the progress as it goes on the left, and just on the right, it shows you as it's building your database, which is just amazing. And like I said before, the database is very friendly to use. So you'll get that spreadsheet experience, but with the power of a database, basically with relationships, formulas, and AI integration and whatnot. And as you see on the left, it continues to show you the progress it's making. So you know it's working and you know what's coming up and how it's going. So now we see the shift from the database area to the interface. And here we're going to see it start building the interface. Now, one of the key separations from your typical vibe coding experience is that Softr is building on top of a very just well done foundation. You're not just vibe coding on a blank slate, you're building on top of this platform where you get authentication, database, permissions, user login system with email, and so much more. And you get all these visual components that are already like baked. So I kind of imagine it like, hey, you're coming to a new Lego project where you have those bricks and you're building something versus trying to 3D print every brick to build that thing. So you're doing more than just vibe coding. You're prompting your way to an application that already has all the pieces you need. Now, when it doesn't have a piece you need, say you need a particular chart it doesn't have, then it would vibe code that for you, which is pretty meta. I really like too how you see the checklist as it goes and you just have a sense of progress. So this is the first window that we're going to go try it live. Now don't worry, It's not live like the whole world can see it. In being your own application, we've already put authentication in front of it, so you're okay. This is going to go to preview mode. And that's another big win here. You're going to be able to preview your app and then see it as those different roles, which is beyond anything anyone else is doing that I know of. So we're going to try it live, and you'll see up here we have a bar called preview as a nav bar. And then that's not part of our application. That's part of Softr's application builder, its interface. So we're in preview mode. We can look at the application as if I was a manager or as if I'm a team member. And so now let's look at our application, but then I'm going to show you the QA part, how we're going to test whether it got the permissions correct. So in this case, I'm like, okay, now we're here, we're looking, this was just built for us. Like I said, I've done this a number of times, so I sometimes forget how just incredible that was. Within just, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes, it built this for me. It has working search, it has the ability to see all my clients, to see their projects. Even if I add a project, it will relate it to a project type, but more importantly to a client. So you get into this relational system without knowing databases, which is beyond what you were able to do in spreadsheets without really upping your game there. And for what purpose? Where now you have a dashboard that your team can come and visit and mark their tasks as done. You don't have to manage all this and copy paste. We have our tasks. We can then filter our tasks by the project. So we have a lot we can do there. Now, back on the home page, I want to look at something really quick. So back on the home page, I want to look at the permission concerns. So I'm logged in as a manager. So down here you see manager. And then you see that I can add a client. But permission-wise, I don't want just anyone to add a client. So if I log in or switch to a user, we can impersonate them for that moment to test their permissions. And that's such a nice detail to make sure things are working the way you want. Otherwise, you have multiple browsers, you're logging in as different people. This really makes a lot of this stuff so much easier. So the button is gone, which is exactly what I want, right? If I go to project, I shouldn't see a button that says add project. So back to here, if I go back to me and I go to project, we can then add a project. And again, you get all the nice modal relationships, so I can do it in a way that's like gonna grow with my business, grow with my client list. All right, so that is preview mode. I want to first fix something, and then I want to publish this. So let's go do two things, all right? The first thing I want to do is fix something. So we have our AI over here, and if we happen to close it, it's still here, and we can open it and use it to change something. Now, that can always be hit or miss with AI, and it actually is mostly hit here. But say I just want to change a color here. I can click on these components, these blocks, and then I can go to that particular component, and I can have an impact on its data, on its style, on anything. And that is a big deal because I don't have to vibe code everything, and I have complete control with clicking to then change elements on the page because these are really good building blocks. So even if to the point where I'm like, hey, I want to make this a table, I could make this a table with just one click and just shifting the data around. So you can see how you can come back to your project and fix it as needed or tweak it as needed. Now, if we look at the project page, so if we go back to my pages and we go to projects, so let's go to projects, I had a bug. So if I click open, that open button is an action and it's a button and it's project details. It is blank, okay? So if I was to go back to preview mode and click on projects and click on open, it's just blank. So I'm going to go ask it to go fix. Now I could fix it on my own. Remember that, okay? I could go to page. I could go to project details, it's blank, all right? But I could go add whatever I want here. So I'm gonna tell it though that the project detail page is blank. So I usually use my microphone for this. This project detail page is blank. Can you add the tasks related to the project and other information I need to see the project details? So you can kind of see how you can keep building on your own system. All right, it says it's done. So if we go to, I'm going to go into preview mode in just a moment, but I want to show you something. If we go to project details, we see now it added content here or blocks. I could have just clicked and added all these. So I just want to be clear. You can use AI or you can add blocks on your own. It just depends on what you're trying to do and how much you want to do that particular thing. In this case, I like that it did it for me. Now I'm going to click the preview. We'll talk about publish in a moment. And I'm going to go preview that again. And so if we're on the home page and that's a horrible style, sorry about that. And we go to projects and we then view, so it added 2. I don't like that, but I'm just gonna go fix that. Now, when we view the project, it's gonna bring in the project information through the proper way of building stuff. So here we go with a project. Now let's go remove one of those buttons. I actually like the blue button better, so I'm going to keep that. So I'm going to go back to here and I'm going to go back to the home page. No, I'm going to go to the projects page and I'm going to click here and click on actions because those are actions. And I'm just going to remove that one action. I like the blue one here. So I'm going to then delete the white one. Okay. And that's it. We've now made our changes, saved them. We're ready to share this with the team. So we have our data, we have our users that are sync up with our data. So our users are here in the database and I can go publish. Now, when I click this button, it doesn't immediately publish, which is perfect because I don't want to do that. But it lets me get the URL or click publish. We're going to use the pre-configured domain here just to get going. We're going to click publish to then make this something others can log into. Now, at this point, I could invite the team. I'll do that later. I'm going to log in as me, and we're going to see how much we got out of Softr for authentication, emails for login process, which you would have to plug in yourself with other vibe coding tools. So let's go to the URL it made for me, and we get this nice page here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in my email and then it's going to send us a confirmation code to log in. Now what I like here is I like confirmation codes because the user does not have to remember their password. So let me go get that confirmation code. So once we log in, we can see basically exactly what we saw in preview mode, which is perfect. We no longer have the top nav that shows them in preview mode, so I can't switch as another person, but that's fine. This is the real application with the real domain it gave me, though I can use my own. And that's it. We're ready to go. Our users can start using this and we can start managing our task system out of the spreadsheet. And we could do a lot more. Workflows, integration with Slack, automations, morning reports, the list goes on. So I hope you can see how easy it is to make your application happen for your business, to just tighten up and bring the team together and get more work done. Or just get less tedious work done because Softr is here and it's helping you to get beyond the spreadsheet. With the AI App Builder, you as a non-developer can go in and prompt your way to this type of system. That is huge. And it goes beyond any vibe coding system I've seen out there especially at this level of complexity. So give it a try. There's a link below. Use that link to start using the AI Builder by Softr today. Ask any questions you want below if you get stuck or need any help, and I'll reply to you. All right, thank you very much.